Ladies Baseball, Henry Munivar, and I'm pleased to spend the evening with the Fisher Cats tonight.
All right, good. Okay, so I'll hit the record button off. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, we're at the Fisher Cats dinner in West New Hampshire. You want to tell us about yourself?
Sure, my name is Samantha Russo. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire. I'm Miss New Hampshire, and I currently work for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats.
If you were to give advice to any young woman who would like to be in your position,
I guess the best piece of advice really is to be yourself. You know, Miss New Hampshire isn't the same type of girl every year. They're looking for someone new, someone fresh, and someone who's really confident in who she is.
So, what are some of the events that you've been to and the people you've talked to? Just so you know, we're at the Radisson Expo Center in Manchester, New Hampshire with the Fisher Cats. They're having a big dinner. They're having 25 celebrities and about 1,200 baseball fans. And this is Miss New Hampshire. She's beautiful, as you can see. So tell us about some of the other projects you've done or other places you've been to.
Sure, thank you very much. So I've gotten to sing at Fenway Park. I've gotten to sing actually at the Phillies baseball park in Philadelphia. I've sang at the NASCAR races this summer, and more for nonprofits. Every girl has a platform in this organization, and mine is Kick Butts Tobacco Education and Prevention. So I've worked a lot with the American Cancer Society, American Lung Association to further different bills that are going into Congress about tobacco.
what's your goal?
My goal, I guess my life goal would be, to do something that I love, and right now that's sports. I love working for the Fisher Cats, and I love baseball, so I'm hoping to find a career in sports and just make a living off of that and be happy.
I think you'd make a great sportscaster.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here at New Hampshire at the Radisson Expo Center. There's going to be about 1,200 people here. Miss New Hampshire was kind enough to come over. Your final question is, are you happy with what you're doing? I mean, is this what you expected? Are you getting enough phone calls and places to go and all that? And did they pay you a stipend, or how does that work?
Well, as Miss New Hampshire, I am a full-time volunteer. There are certain events that I get paid for, but most of my events are for nonprofits, so I'm very happy to do those for no cost. I'm very happy doing what I'm doing. It's a year that I'm never going to get to do again. It's a year of service where I'm completely dedicating myself to my state and to the people around the state, and just getting to meet so many different people and networking, and I know it's only going to further my career, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
Okay.
Hi, I'm here with Mary Pratt. This is her ID. We're at the Granite State dinner. You want to zoom in on that, Bob? Mary Pratt is with the Baseball League for Women a while back, and she's going to tell us about some of the leagues and some of the things that happened during those days. Go ahead, Mary. It's your time to talk about that league.
The All-American League, yeah. Well, I was fortunate enough to be able to be part of it in 1943. But little did I know that when they put me on the night sleeper out of the South Station, little did I know that when I got to Chicago, that not Mr. Riggy, but his right-hand man, Mr. Sells, was going to meet me and put me on another train. And when I got off that train, I stopped, but in Rockford.
Really?
And I became a Rockford Peach.
Yeah?
So that I played for Rockford in 1943.
Were you lefty or righty?
I'm wrong, I'm lefty.
You're lefty. Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
No, for baseball, it's fantastic.
Oh, sure. And so I stayed with Rockford in 43. But when I got to spring training in 44, I went to Rockford. Someone was hurt, and it was kind of an unknown thing that you agreed to go to wherever they asked you to go to. And it was a great thing because I got sent over to Kenosha, and I played for Marty McManus, who had managed the Boston Red Sox. And so I stayed with Kenosha from 44 to 45. And then in 46 to 47, I went back to continue into my teaching, which I did for 26 years.
Go ahead, Donna. Donna has a question. This is Donna Cohen.
And Donna,
Big Nat, I actually represent the All-American Girls.
Okay, well, this is time to tell people.
there's a letter now that comes out 3 times a year.
And I'm in the newsletter, that's
Touching
correct.
faces.
That's correct. The issue just came out this month.
Yeah.
I just got it.
And I'm proud of that. Position you were sue me. But the thing I'm about 2 months ago, I got a telephone call from the BBC, and I did what Roberta asked me to do, which was to make a tape. She had someone come over from Jamaica Plain, all the apparatus. And the thing that amazed me so much is that when it was all done, Roberta sent me a lovely tin of British cookies, because I had played lacrosse against the British when they got red. But the most important thing, she said, I wish the tape could have been over. But she says, I'd like to let you know that your tape is being heard in 30 different countries. And that's why my association with this organization keeps me going, trying to say that she exists.
God bless all.
Yes, we're getting these big scholarships. The last girl I spoke to at Boston University told me that she was getting a $51,000 scholarship because she was taking part in track. I majored in physical education, but there were no sports for me back in those days. And this gentleman sitting on my left reminds me of the one who let me play. And as long as my mother knew where I was, she never said no. And so I had that wonderful 7 years that I played in the All-American. And now I have friends all over Canada, all over California. There's a few of us on the East Coast.
There are a few. If you had a recommendation to a young gal who wanted to get into baseball, what would you say to her?
I tell her to start out at the very beginning, but I want to be sure that she's going to go. I'm so indebted to you men who let me play, but I want the girls to associate with their own girls, get the scholarships they're getting now, because we've got a long ways to do to let the men know what we are.
Very good athlete.
Yeah, last question. See, we don't have so much time. Just so you know. What was your best year in the women's
Well,
baseball?
I
Did you have like one good year where
I had one good year, and I would never have known when one of our players was the first one to initiate ball cards. She put on the ball card in 1943 that I had won 23 games, but I lost 15. See, we played every night, doubleheaders on Sundays. So I had that one good year.
You didn't have pads.
Okay, well, hi, we're here with the famous baseball player, Denny McLain. A while back, he won 30-plus games. So I was wondering how you got signed. If you could tell us a little bit about when your earlier days, about getting signed out of high school and stuff like that. But people want to know, stuff like that about you.
Well, I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I went to Mount Carmel High School. I had the advantage of a father for a number of years until he died when I was 14. Taught me all I knew about baseball at the time. He did everything he could to make sure I did a couple of things every day. It was to pitch, play ball, and I have a music degree, and keyboard. So the bottom line was that was what he wanted me to do in life, and I got lucky. Signed with the White Sox, got drafted by the Tigers, and as they say, the rest is history.
Well,
Speaking of getting drafted and going through the minor leagues, what is your most memorable moment
In the minor leagues,
in the minor leagues?
it's a long story. I had this fiance. When you're 18 years old, you've got hormones that are raging. I think we all can remember that to some degree. And I was told once I was moved from one club to another because I kept going home from Harlan, Kentucky back to Chicago to see my fiance. Of course, we know why. But anyway, the bottom line was they moved me to Clinton, Iowa, so I'd be closer to home and it wouldn't be so dangerous for me to run through the mountains of Kentucky, once a week. So once I got to Clinton, the manager came up to me and he said, "Listen, if you go across the Mississippi Bridge," he said, "you'll get fined $100 the first time, $200 the second time, and $500 the third time." And I looked at him and I said, wait a minute, I'm only making $500 a month. What the hell is wrong with you? That math doesn't work. He says, "Well over 2 paychecks, right?" I said, "I guess." But I said, "Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me at all." So I went out and pitched my first game in Clinton, and I think 2 or 3 hit shutouts, and I figured I'm going to pat myself on the back, get my little Le Mans, and I'm going to Chicago. They couldn't know as long as I'm back before the game tomorrow night. So I went across the bridge, saw Karen, my fiance, came back the next afternoon, got back about 3 o'clock, walked into the clubhouse about 5 o'clock, and my manager said, "That's 100. I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" He said, "That's 100. You're going to lie to me?" I said, "No, I'm not going to lie to you." I said, "But how would you know? I went across the bridge. There was no other cars there." "It's 100. Just keep that in mind." So I went out and pitched the next time 4 or 5 days later, won again. So I'm thinking, do I dare? And I let one day go by, and I figured I'm going anyway. And I left, came back, come into the clubhouse, same routine the next day, 200. I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" I said, "Now wait a minute, I can't keep doing this." He said, "I hope you don't." He says, "You're about to eat up your whole paycheck." I said, "Oh, come on now, you got this is silly." He says, "Don't go." I said, "All right." So I remember I'm going over the same bridge the first 2 times. So there was another bridge 24 miles north of Clinton Island. So what I did was I got in my car, and the next time I won again. So geez, I know they're not going to kick me out of baseball. I'm on a roll. So I get in my car and I drive north 26 miles, 24 miles from the bridge. And I go across that bridge. And then the next day, 500. I said, "What? How?" I said, "Geez, for $800, you got to tell me how. You got to tell me how." He said, "If that's the only way I can stop you, I'm going to tell you how. You know, when you went across the first 2 times?" I said, "Yeah." "The guy who manages the bridge after midnight was told about you possibly going across the bridge. They had you on those 2 trips." Now, I said, "Yeah, but that's all right. He works in Clinton. What about up north there?" He said, "No, what happened was they all trade bridges from time to time based upon illness and sickness. This guy wound up in that bridge that night, and he saw me go across again. So they got me for $800. So that's one of my more memorable moments in the minor leagues.
I suppose then, in the minor leagues, you're better off just taking a fiance with you.
No, it's better to find a fiance where you are.
Denny, a while back you pitched against Big Powell. I saw that on YouTube recently. You mentioned that you got a triple play Big Powell.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. And what happened the next time up? You remember that?
I don't know what happened the next time.
Oh, well, on the video you said that you broke his leg.
Oh, no. That wasn't that game. It was the following game.
Oh, the following game?
That we played him in Baltimore, and I got kind of tired of him. Every pitch I threw, he would hit something. They were all about the bad pitches too, by the way. They weren't exactly down and away and up and in. He was one of those guys I could not throw a good pitch to. So I figured I'm gonna knock him down. I'm gonna knock him down, and I'm gonna just send a message. So I threw a fastball. It slid a little bit. And while I did want to hit him, I didn't want to hit him as bad as he did. I broke his hand, so he was out for the rest of the year. And I still think that's one of the reasons we won the pennant in '68.
Okay, good. We have to cut it short, and just we have to get a lot of people in. But I want to thank Denny McLain very much. They're going to have a big dinner in a little while. So we're at the New Hampshire Fisher Cats dinner. They expect about 1,200 people and about 25 celebrities. My guest is Denny McLain, and my co-host is Donna Cohen.
You need to let her do that, because she's much prettier than you are.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
she takes right over the interview.
This is like the queen and a bad court.
Okay, well, I know. But
this is like the most beautiful woman in the world.
That's right. That's why I brought her.
A pimple on a goat's butt.
I brought her so she could meet you. Don't you see?
God almighty.
Isn't she beautiful?
You don't need any help.
Not only that, Denny, but she's a loyal Red Sox fan.
Nobody's perfect.
No, but you don't understand. She has season tickets, 4 tickets every game for about 60 years.
Fourth generation season.
Pay for it?
Yeah.
You gotta get the most important. You'll never have to pay for another ticket.
I just met one.
Yeah, but I don't. You come to Detroit, you have all the tickets you want.
When have you contacted the patient on the table?
Neither do I.
Chris, you're in the middle. She's on the end. Yeah.
Oh, so we get all of us.
We all squeezed.
All right.
Okay. Be talkative. I just want to ask you 2 questions about baseball. in retirement and stuff like that.
All right.
Let me know when. Are you
What a
ready?
uniform you got
Yeah.
right now, by the way. I mean,
Like
you're
that?
awesome. I mean, you're into it.
Yeah, I'm just baseball.
I love it.
I met you before.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
But the uniform is awesome.
Really? Hey, I got an extra shirt. you want to sign with us? All you got to do is sit on the bench. No, I know. I'm only kidding you. You know, I know. You know, that's what we're going to talk about. Okay, hi. I'm here with Chris Carpenter. We met before, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. We're here at the Fisher Cats dinner. There's going to be about 1,200 people here and about 25 celebrities. Chris is probably the centerpiece, and he's going to tell us a little bit about when he first got signed. Why don't we start there, Chris? Tell us about how you first got signed.
Well, in '93, I got drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm fortunate to sign with them and be drafted by them, and it was an amazing experience to be able to live out, or at least start and have an opportunity to play professional baseball by the Toronto Blue Jays. It was an amazing experience. First of all, have fun. I always had fun with what I did in all sports. I wasn't a one sport guy. I played hockey, I played baseball, I played soccer, I played basketball, I did all those things. So you have fun when you do it, but your talent will get you where you need to go. As long as you work hard and enjoy what you're doing, you'll at least get an opportunity if you have the talent.
Chris, eventually you ended up in the World Series. Most people have never been to the World Series on the field. You know what I'm saying? There's only 25 players in each dugout. Could you tell me what that's like the first time you walk to the mound and you know this is the World Series? This is for keeps.
Yeah.
This is no longer children's baseball, right?
Right, no, it's an amazing experience.
Well, tell us. Explain to the
No,
people.
I'm trying.
Does your heart flutter a little bit? Your stomach?
No,
Yeah.
it's my job. My job is to go pitch and do the things that I'm supposed to do. Winning it,
Yeah.
I felt like I was a teenager, a little kid again, like I was back in high school. But pitching in it,